It's the spookiest night of the year, and 4 brave heroes have arrived at the entrance to what is known as the haunted caverns. There are rumours in the local town of the undead rising again. Many years ago, a terrible necromancer was defeated here. But something is stirring. Something is rising again. And there are rumours of a terrible creature wandering the forests. Only these 4 heroes are brave enough to find out what's going on and to deal with it. But for a task like that, they're going to need the greatest version of the greatest role-playing game of all time. BX. We are going full-on Moldvay Cook with this. I'll introduce our heroes. Our leader. Her name is Davindel Moonbeam, and she is an elf. Our dwarf friend here is Clorg Sternhammer. Our cleric, essential for facing the undead, is Brother Farian. And finally, our meat shield is the fighter Petrin Cobalt. They are ready to do battle with the terrible, terrible creatures that lie in wait within the haunted caverns. But as they approach the entrance, something strange happens. A mysterious apparition appears, and she says, "Yes, I was the necromancer, but something has invaded my resting place and stirred me from my slumber. A terrible beast now wields my power, and that beast is the one you seek and must destroy in order to break this terrible curse, to enable me to return to my sleep, and the undead minions here will also return to their interrupted rest. Defeat this creature, and you can again sleep safely." Our heroes have one option: to enter the caverns and destroy this evil beast. So our heroes enter the caverns, which has been carved out like a tomb, and they listen at this first ancient door. But they don't hear anything, because I know what's behind the door. So what are they going to do? They're going to open it. Now Petrin, our warrior, gets +2 to open doors, so he opens a door on a 1 to 4. And he does. And now we find our enemies inside, because I've decided what enemies are going to be here on an undead theme, and I'm going to roll to see how far away from the door they are. On a wandering monster encounter, you'd roll the dice to see how far away the wandering monster was, but I'm going to add a touch of randomness to this. 8. They are 80 feet away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically the other end of the room. So this group of skeletons. And we're going to have a door up here behind the monsters. Oops. Let's come out of its stand. Okay. Now, undead monsters don't make any noise, so they wouldn't have heard them. Because I guess things like skeletons and zombies are just controlled by an evil wizard, and they're just waiting to be activated in a way. But let's see what happens now. So the 2d6 roll applies for distance on any encounter. I'll probably get a few little things wrong like that. So now we're going to roll for surprise. Skeletons are not immune to surprise, which is weird. They're not surprised. Are we surprised? No, we're not. So they're going to be unfriendly. they're undead. And we're going to roll for initiatives. This is for the skeletons, and this is for us. And we act first. First of all, I'm going to send in my missile guys. So Davindel can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She'll set up here and she'll shoot in a moment. Right. Clorg has a sling. 1, 2, 3. Let me just check the range. Short range for a sling is 5 to 40 feet. 2, 3, 4. Well, that's as close as he's going to get. 10, 20, 30, 40. They're just out of short range, so he's not going to get a bonus. And my other colleagues will come in. They won't be able to get within hitting range, but they're neither with the skeletons, so we will form a wall here and then launch into them on the next round. Now Davindel with her bow has to roll a 12 to hit the armor class of the skeletons, which is 7, but she gets a +3 from her dexterity and the short range for her longbow. 5, 6, 7 total. She misses. Now Clorg, he will go for his, he has to roll a 12 to hit the skeleton, this one, and he hits. And we check the damage that the sling does. It is 1d4. 2 damage. So believe it or not, with that slingshot, skeleton 1 is destroyed. Now Brother Farian can try to turn undead. Now against skeletons he has to roll a 7 or more. And that's a 10, so that's not bad at all. Now he rolls 2d6 again to see how many hit dice of undead are turned, and the skeletons have 1 hit die each. They are all turned by Brother Farian. And that's the good thing about having a cleric when you're dealing with the undead. Now, is there anything interesting in this room if we search it? Could go either way. Without a definite, more positives than negatives, I'm going to say no. So this is basically an empty room. So we're going to go up to the next door. I think my dwarf will search for traps. So he needs to roll a 1 or a 2 on a d6. And he does. So if there's a trap, he will find it. But is there a trap? Oops. Evens, I'm going to say no. If there was more negatives than positives, I would have said yes. So now our expert door opener is going to try to roll 1 to 4. And he doesn't, it won't budge. So they're going to have to have another go and probably lose the prize. That's more like it. And I have a terrible feeling that there's going to be some more undead minions behind this door. So it wasn't really worth listening because they wouldn't have made any noise either. I'm going to roll to see how far away they are. 30 feet away, that's far too close for comfort. We have some zombies. And they're very close, but we'll see what happens. So it says in the basic rulebook, zombies are undead humans or demi-humans animated by some evil cleric or magic user. As all undead, they may be turned by a cleric but are not affected by sleep or charm spells or any form of mind reading. They are often placed to guard treasures since they make no noise until they attack. Zombies will always attack on sight but can be destroyed by normal weapons. They are slow fighters and always strike last. No initiative roll needed. But they can, I guess it doesn't matter if they're surprised or not. So we'll just, they're quite close, let's just let Brother Farion do his thing. He will charge in and try to turn them. He will actually stand here in case anything goes wrong. So he needs to roll a 9 or above to turn zombies. And that is bang on a 9. So how many hit dice, and zombies have 2 hit dice, do we turn? 7 hit dice. 2, 4, 6. We managed to turn the zombies. So the lesson is, always bring a cleric to a zombie party. Now the rest of the crew are going to go in. And I think Clorg is going to check for traps on a 1 or a 2. Well, if there are some, he doesn't find any. Are there any traps on this floor? That's evens. I'm not going to let that go. It's neither positive nor negative. But were the zombies guarding any treasure? No, they weren't. So they were strictly guard dogs to guard the tomb rather than any treasure. So our heroes are going to make their way towards this door. I think there might be a more ferocious battle behind here. And we need to roll a 1 to 4 for, what's his name? Petrin. Try and open the door. And we do. Okay, let's see what's behind door number 3. Oh my goodness, they could have listened at this door because it's not undead. It's an actual owlbear. And it's very angry, as all owlbears are, and probably sees my 4 heroes as dinner. Is the owlbear surprised? Yes. Are we surprised? No. We gain the advantage. Now I need my missile guys to really work some magic. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll come from both sides. I'm going to say though that this makes a barrier to missile fire. They can see the owlbear, but they can't get a clear, decent shot at him at the moment. So the owlbear will move. Now 1 to 3 he goes here, 4 to 6 he goes here. He moves 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's heading this way. Okay. Now we are going for initiative because the owlbear was... Sorry. Now we enter initiative. This is the initiative for the owlbear. 1. This is the initiative for us. So now we get a second action. So 1, 2, 3, 4. She will shoot in a minute. 2, 3, 4. He will just move up. He will move up. He, 1, 2, 3, 4. Will move up. She can get a clear shot now. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Well, I say clear shot. There's a line through here she can draw. That's not a proper pillar, is it? So she is going to shoot him. She will not get bonus, but she will for range, but she will get bonus for her dexterity. His AC is 5. She needs to roll a 14 and add 1. 13, just not good enough. She fires one of her arrows, doesn't get him. That's all we can do on this round. Now it's the owlbear's turn. He's just been shot at. Logically speaking, he's going to go for this lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can fit through there just. He's not in range yet. So we go to the next lot of initiative. Owlbear. Us. We win again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He will get a slingshot in a minute. Oops. She will shoot from here. Actually, he's going to... she's going to prepare a spell. He will move into attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. He will move up. So, she's preparing a spell. And our colleague, the cleric here, is going to try and attack the owlbear. Now, he needs to roll a 14 plus. He doesn't get any bonus, so 20. That will do. He has a warhammer. He rolls a 5. That isn't bad. That's a good hit on the owlbear. Only trouble is, it's now the owlbear's turn, and the owlbear gets 3 attacks. Yeah, he didn't really think that through, did he? So the owlbear gets 2 claw attacks and 1 bite attack, and she only has 1 opponent at the moment, and she has to roll a 13 plus to hit on each attack. Claw. Claw. Hit. That's 1d8. 5. He's not dead. Not yet. But with her final bite attack, she misses. I don't know why I'm saying she. I mean, I don't know. It only matters to another owlbear. But the owlbear has gone. We are into the next round. Owlbear. Us. Oh gosh. Owlbear attacks first. She gets 3 attacks again. She has her opponent. She needs to roll 13 plus. Claw, claw, bite. Claw, hit. Oh gosh. Yeah. He's dead. But the Farrion has been killed by the owlbear. I didn't do this very well, did I? Okay, that's her action to attack him. I'm going to leave it at that. So now it's our turn, and Davindel is going to cast her magic missile. She will do 1d6 plus 1 damage. 3 damage, that's not great. But it's something. It picks away at him a bit. Now, our dwarf friend here will use his sling. He's 10, 20. He's within close range, so he gets a +1 to hit. And, yeah. So the owlbear's AC is 5. We're aiming for a 14, and we had +1. That's not good enough. He misses. Honestly, this guy, having seen what just happened, he's not going to go for it. He's going to stick with Clorg there, because then the owlbear will have 2 targets. So let's go with initiative again. Owlbear. Us. Evens. We act simultaneously. Okay. So due to a technology error, what happened was Davindel was able to shoot the owlbear, but then the owlbear was unable to get to her because of this pillar, and he charged at Petrin and did him an awful lot of damage with her 3 attacks. So now we enter a new phase of initiative. The owlbear, 6, and us, 3. This is really not good. So the owlbear can move to attack both of our heroes. 1 to 3, he attacks Clorg. 4 to 6, I'm saying he now, aren't I? 4 to 6, it's Petrin. Attacks Petrin with a claw. Fumble. If we were doing fumbles, but we should not. Second claw. 18. Sorry. Clorg 1 to 3. He hits Clog with that. 8 damage. Clog is killed. And with the final bite, a 3. Petrin is still in the fight. So now our heroes are going to go. She'll move here, Davindel, and shoot. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. She gets +1 for her short range and +2 for her dex. So she needs to roll a 14 and adds 3 to this. And that is enough. So with her longbow, she does 2 damage. That still doesn't finish the beast off. And what on earth is our hero going to do down there? Petrin will make a fighting withdrawal. 1, 2. So he doesn't suffer any penalties to running away. So I think we need another roll of initiative. Owlbear, 2. Our heroes, 2. Come on, Davindel. Finish him off. She's still within short range. She gets +3. Aiming for 14. 18. Excellent. She rolls 1d6. That is enough. Just enough to defeat the owlbear. She shoots him with her longbow. The owlbear would have attacked simultaneously though, and would have got 3 attacks in. But then, well, we'll see how it goes. One hit. That takes out Petrin, but Petrin would have got a hit as well. He would have got an attack. And he would have hit with his sword. He would have contributed to the demise of the owlbear. He would have died a hero. So for these first level characters taking on a 5 hit dice monster, that's not a bad result. Because it wasn't a TPK, and that's something. Now Davindel will go over to the owlbear and take the staff. Ah, I see you have found my staff. Return it to me. The owlbear used it unwittingly, and all my undead minions rose to his call. But now you can return it to its rightful owner, and I will reward you richly. No. Davindel snaps the staff, and the necromancer is absolutely furious. But unfortunately, she's a ghost and she can't do a damn thing about it. You will regret this day. I will have my revenge. And now Davindel will investigate the treasure chest over here. And she will find inside 400 gold pieces for her labours. I don't think we're going to roll for a trap because I think she's been through enough, and so has everybody else. This was a very short adventure using Dungeons and Dragons. The BX set by Tom Moldvay and David Cook. The magnificent creation of Gary Gygax and David Arneson. This was the version that I started with, and this is still my favourite. I love it. It's crazy and wonderful. thank you very much for watching on this spookiest night of the year, Halloween. I'm not going to kid you into thinking that I filmed all of this on the same day, but thanks a lot for watching. I'm not sure when the next video will be, but thank you for subscribing, all of you subscribers. It's been very gratifying to see, and a very happy Halloween.